Good morning and welcome to Washington Live. I'm your guest host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio by our producer, Nick Steffens. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I mean, compared to how last week and the week before, and I feel like the entire month of January went, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Yeah, a new start to the month. And your camera's working this morning, so that's good news.
Well, yeah, I guess I actually turned it on this morning.
Yeah,
so
that always helps. All right. Our publisher is Matt Bryant. Later, our guests will be Millie Youngquist and Julie Zahs, board members of the Performing Arts series. And they're going to be telling us about an upcoming event at the Performing Arts Center later this month. So looking forward to speaking with them more about that here in a little bit. Right now, we'll jump into the weather. It's 35 degrees and partly cloudy. I think it's supposed to get up to 52 degrees today, which I'm excited about.
yes, I'm getting grouchy. It's like that point in the winter where I'm just upset.
Yeah, but it's that time of the winter where you're like, it's going to get warm and we're going to feel good, and then it's going to get cold again.
Which Jay and I decided we're going to take a trip up to see our friends in Minneapolis in March, and I just know it's going to be the 1 week in March where there's like a blizzard and it's -10, and I just know it's going to happen.
Probably. And viewers are probably going to hate me for saying this, but I'm hoping for a lot more snow this winter. I mean, the kids have only got to go sledding one time. And I love sledding too. So.
Well, I don't have kids, so I'm grouchy and I don't want it to snow again.
All right. Well, let's see here for local events. We have a German Coast Uprising of 1811 with Dan Henderson at the Washington Public Library from 2 to 3 tomorrow, Tuesday the 7th. You can go there and learn about the largest slave rebellion in history. Then on February 8th, there's a Cookies and Canvas Valentine's at Kirkwood, Washington County Regional Center from 6 to 7:30. It's a family-friendly painting class for ages 5 and older. Advanced registration is required. So if you want more information on that, 319-653-4655 to ask about registration. And then I know that Washington boys and girls play Williamsburg tonight at home in the Washington Gymnasium. So that'll be exciting. All right, I think that's all for local events. We'll jump right into the police report, which Nick said is...
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Which is kind of sad for a Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like 8 traffic calls, 2 animal complaints, 2 civil standby calls, 2 court order violations, 2 calls for alarms, 2 for suspicious activity, 2 fire calls, 2 trespassing calls, 2 DP and Q calls, and then a bunch of single calls for a total of 37 over the weekend. So Nick pulled out some highlights of the police report. Someone called in a traffic parking complaint on North Marion Avenue. Reports several cars are blocking the entrance to the car wash and parked on the street. 109 responded, vehicles are parked as far as they can off the road and are not blocking. There are open spaces at the car wash.
See, it's another one of those things where someone calls in and says, this is what's happening, and then they get there and it's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's another car wash opening in town, so maybe there'll be less cars on the roadway. So another call for a suspicious activity call on 41 on Green Street and Riverside. Caller requests the deputy reference suspicious activity at the laundromat. It was documented.
I feel like if I saw any activity at a laundromat late at night, I'm just going to assume it's suspicious. Like if you told me there's suspicious activity happening like at the laundromat, I feel like I've never seen a laundromat where I'm like, that seems like a place where just normal activity happens.
Yeah, I remember in college, we would not leave our clothes in the laundry room unattended. We would always stay. You just never know. A call in Westchester for trespassing. Caller reports someone walking around his property with a flashlight. 92.9 spoke with the caller, and it was documented.
I'll read the next one.
Suspicious activity in Washington. Caller reports someone walking around with a flashlight looking into vehicles. 110 and 104 responded, located a juvenile male who said he was looking for a football.
So I don't know if it's the same. If it was Westchester and then Washington, that's a lot of ground to cover.
That is a lot of ground to cover.
Flashlight,
I feel like, having young children, I could see my kids walking around with a flashlight looking for a football. So,
that's
true. That one sounds pretty legit.
I just don't know if they're connected or not, considering they happened back to back in the police report.
Another call, a search warrant in Washington. Deputy reports a search warrant executed for a subject's blood. That sounds like something that would happen around Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know what they exactly meant, but do you need a search warrant to get a sample for forensic purpose? I don't know.
I don't know. All right, and the last one, Highway 1 Caller reports her husband is locked inside at Hy-Vee. 104 and a key holder responded to help him out. So I could think of worse places to be locked into besides Hy-Vee. I mean, you have food and things to drink.
But don't they go over the intercom several times before closing saying, we're going to close, get out?
Someone might have got in trouble for locking up with someone in there still. What do you think?
Probably.
All right. We're going to head to a commercial break. And after a commercial, I'll talk to Millie Youngquist and Julie Zahs.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
Hey Andre, what do elves learn in school? The alphabet.
Welcome back to Washington Live. I'm your guest host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio this morning with Millie Youngquist and Julie Zahs, both board members of the Performing Arts Series. They help pick out the different events that are coming to the Washington Performing Arts Center, is what I believe. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
We're great.
All right, good. So Millie, you serve as the president for the committee, and Julie, the secretary. So tell me about the Washington Performing Arts Series and what your duties are for that.
Well, we bring 5 different entertainment events to Washington, and we meet every month. We gather information, get publicity out, do things like this to promote our events. Yeah. And let's see, we started last fall. We had a couple last fall. We have this one on February 19th, and then 2 more after that. So we have an active committee, and we're pretty excited about this next event, Parallel Exit, on Sunday, February 19th at 3 p.m. at the auditorium. So it's a good time for families to attend. And all of our events, students are free. Adult tickets are $20 or $10 if you're in college, but all students are admitted free.
That's awesome. And that sounds like a fun committee to serve on, picking out events to come to the Washington community.
It's lots of fun.
I bet.
We belong to an organization called Allied, and they are out of Minnesota, and they plan all these different programs, and then we pick from those.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so the Parallel Exit's coming to Washington Sunday, February 19th at 3 p.m., and you said the prices for tickets. How do people get tickets if they're interested in going to the show?
They can buy them at the door. We open the ticket table 30 minutes before the show.
Okay.
And they can buy tickets online at our website. And I understand that is on the bottom of the screen. So if you see any posters around town, there is a QR code on that poster, which will take you to that place to purchase tickets as well.
Awesome.
If you do buy them at the concert, we do not take charge cards.
Okay, that was going to be my question. So cash
Good
or
point.
check if you buy them at the door.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
good. So tell me a little bit about Parallel Exit. I look at the poster here, and they look like a really fun, entertaining group. One person's holding a rubber chicken, one a horn, and one a banjo, I think.
Right.
Well, this is an organization that does a number of shows, but this is one particular show that we are having, and it's going to be like a vaudeville show. So we'll kind of learn about how early shows were, which will be kind of fun. And this group is going to be doing tap dance, magic, hat tricks, slapsticks, comedy, circus tricks, live music. So it'll just be a variety of things.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool.
And vaudeville, for if the listeners who maybe have never heard of it, was a type of entertainment that flourished in, especially this country, from the late 1800s until about 1930. And the rise of popularity of movies kind of led to the downfall of vaudeville. But it's a variety show format with lots of different kinds of entertainment, the type of thing Julie mentioned. And there were many early movie stars that got their start in vaudeville. And in fact, our theater in Washington, the State Theater, which was formerly the Graham Opera House, was a vaudeville theater during its early years, where there were traveling shows, visiting shows, and they also performed there. So we have kind of a connection to that theater history.
Yeah, very interesting. Cool. Let's see here. What can people expect when coming to the show? Like, is there an intermission? How long is the show?
I think, I am not sure if there is an intermission. We're working with the artists, and we have the option of either way.
Okay.
I think the show is probably a total of 90 minutes.
Okay.
And the theater is wonderful because it is all totally handicapped accessible. If you are someone in a wheelchair or need a walker or need assistance, you can roll right into the theater, down, and special seating is there for you, and it's totally handicapped accessible, which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility. So tell me more about Parallel Exit. You said they're a New York-based group. And
Right, and they have performed all over the U.S. and in places in the world. So it's kind of fun. These folks get around. So that's fun. And the word vaudeville comes from the French word that means voice of the city. And so it kind of was a French thing. But it did become very popular in the U.S. Around 1900. There were 700, perhaps, places in the early 1920s. Like New York was the capital of vaudeville, and they had 48 theaters in 1911. And other cities like Chicago had 41 and Philadelphia 37. And at the height of vaudeville, there were 50,000 people making their living in vaudeville. So it was an early form of entertainment. But again, movies came out and TV and everything, and things have just changed. So it's going to be fun to have an old-time vaudeville show.
Yeah. Awesome. What else can you tell me about the show, or anything else that you think that viewers need to know? We covered ticket costs, the time, the location, the date, a little bit of background about the show, the type of performance they'll be doing. What else should people know about?
Well, these three performers are all very talented and experienced. So, we're going to get people that are going to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they'll be singing some songs. Some of them are kind of older songs. Shine on Harvest Moon, Bye Bye Blues, I Found a New Baby, and Hello My Baby. So they'll be just singing some of the songs from vaudeville times.
Okay.
We also have two more shows coming for the rest of our season. The next one is Tuesday, March 28th in the evening, and this is the Pandelirium Steel Drum Band. They're based in Iowa City, and they play steel drum band music, which is kind of Caribbean and calypso and that type of thing, and that should be a lot of fun. And we also have an event coming in April 25th, and this is Opera Iowa presenting a production of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, cool.
So it's the familiar story. It's a different musical setting, but they're also coming during the day to give workshops and a matinee performance for the elementary students here in Washington.
Oh, neat.
So that's going to be also a wonderful event.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
And that'll be at Lincoln School, is that correct?
No, that'll be
Well, it'll be at the theater.
the auditorium.
But it's with Lincoln students.
yeah, I think actually it's, I'm not sure of the exact grades. It's
Okay.
Stewart and Lincoln. I'm not sure of
okay.
what grades are being, or it's appropriate for, some of the younger kids can't quite sit still
Pay
that
attention.
long.
Yeah, right.
But there will be some workshops also with some of the middle grades in theater and acting and singing, and so they do a wonderful job.
Yeah, it sounds like a great opportunity. And you mentioned earlier before we were on air about if people wanted to get season tickets, that's an opportunity people can do at the beginning of the year so that they can attend all of the events and kind of have a season ticket. How does that work? Or
Right.
how do people look into that?
We send out a mailing, and we also have information on our website. Season ticket is $60, and that is admission for all 5 shows. And in addition, we have a reciprocity arrangement with, let's see, Julie.
Keokuk,
Keokuk.
Centerville, Fairfield, and Ottumwa.
With those concert associations in those cities, where with our membership card, we can go to those concerts for free.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Now, it's not every concert in Fairfield and every concert in Ottumwa, but it's ones that it's through this allied group and through their concert association.
Yeah.
So it's a special group.
So when you have a season ticket, you can go to see lots of different things.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a good,
And we have information about that on our website too, which you can find at that same
the same
website
link that he
address.
put it. Okay, good.
And also, if you buy a season ticket and can't go to a show, you can loan your ticket to a friend.
Awesome.
Tell them Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday.
I was going to say that sounds like a cool like Christmas present to give somebody like a season ticket or something who enjoys those kinds of things. And it sounds like you guys have a variety of shows that all sound, popular to all ages. So that's exciting. Very good. All right. Well, we'll head to commercial break, and then we'll finish up talking about things going on at the Performing Arts Center, and we'll be back soon.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
Welcome back to Washington Live. I'm your guest host, Diana Rich. I've been joined in the studio with Julie Zahs and Millie Youngquist, and they've been telling me about an upcoming event at the Washington Performing Arts Center. It's Sunday, February 19th at 3 p.m., and the show is Parallel Exit. $20 for adults, $10 for college students, and free for students kindergarten through 12th grade. You can buy tickets in advance or buy them on their website, which was listed below. And it's a vaudeville-styled show. And Julie was talking a little bit at break about some of the celebrities that have started performing with vaudeville and gone on. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, people like Milton Berle or Bob Hope and Burns and Allens and Fanny Bryce, some of these went on to become popular in the TV series, and Millie has some more.
Well, like I'm sure everyone's heard of the Three Stooges, and their slapstick comedy is very much a vaudeville kind of thing. Judy Garland, who is, of the Wizard of Oz fame. Let's see, did you mention Bob Hope?
Yes, and Harry Houdini.
Oh, the famous escape artist.
Yeah.
Yep, very interesting. And Mae West and Jack Benny, who had a TV show also. And
Abbott and Costello.
yeah.
So a lot of these people were in the acting, but once they could get into the theater or TV,
Movies
they
and
moved
that.
on.
Helped them progress their career.
Right.
Right.
Very
Right.
good.
Gave them a
Awesome.
start.
Well, it looks like a really neat show, and I think, we're around that weekend. I think my boys would like that. We might try to get there and catch that show. It looks cool.
I hope you can and encourage others to come.
Yeah, I will. Very good. All right. And talking about celebrities, I think that's a perfect segue into our birthday game.
I believe so.
All right.
So I explained the rules off the air, but I'm going to put a celebrity whose birthday is today on the screen. Then you have to guess their age. If you're within 3 years, you get a point. If you're within 3 years, you get a point. For right on, you get 2 points. So our first celebrity is Rick Astley, the 80s pop singer. Never Gonna Give You Up. That song. I don't know if he's more famous for people my age because he is the subject of a very famous meme called Rick Rolled, where you say, oh, here's a link to this thing, and then someone clicks the link, and it's actually just the music video to his hit song, Never Gonna Give You Up. And so it's called being Rick Rolled.
Do you guys know who Rick is?
No.
Okay, me neither. Do you want me to guess first, or do you want to?
So we're guessing his age?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, his age today, because it's
Today.
his birthday.
Okay.
I'll go 58. I feel like he's older than that.
I'll go 65.
And for some reason, 57 kind of sticks in my mind.
He is 57. So
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know why.
lead. Next up, we have another performer, which is Axl Rose from the band Guns N' Roses.
All right.
Wow, it's,
Heard of him.
when someone wears that outfit, it's really hard to guess
He
their
looks
age.
like he also
And covering
from
his
other
hair.
photos, lots of Botox.
Okay.
Lots and lots of Botox.
All right, I'm gonna go 49. I feel like
Really?
probably should have gotten older.
I'll go 52.
53.
He is 61. Like
Wow,
I said,
lots of Botox, like you
I
said.
lots of Botox.
No points there.
The final celebrity we have today is Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things. Another, I feel like almost once a week we have a Stranger Things character in the birthday game.
There could be stranger things.
Yeah.
I'll go with 29.
32.
I was going to do that. 33.
He is 29. So Diane,
goodness, got
2
it.
points. You said
I think Millie and I tied.
yeah.
We're tied.
You guys are tied. So
All right. Good
Millie,
game.
you can still take a trophy
well.
if you really want to.
All right.
Thank
And I had a couple birthdays on my Facebook feed today. Corey Evans and Michael Vitito, which was a couple years younger than me in high school. And it said he was 78 years old today. He looks really good
Looks
for 78.
really great for 78 years
Yeah,
old.
exactly. So that made me giggle for that. To that. So thanks for that, Michael.
I said this off the air, but people my age, since Facebook came out when I was 10, it's the same way where people, to be safe, because you had to be 13, they just like crank up the age, and so it's the same way. It'd be like 78th birthday to someone that's my age,
Yeah.
just so they could get past the.
Maybe it's not
the
even his
security
birthday.
question.
We don't even know.
Yeah, maybe
So.
not.
National Chopstick Days today.
Yeah, do you know how to use chopsticks?
I can function with them.
See, that's what I'm like. I don't know if I can properly use chopsticks, but I can use chopsticks to pick up food and eat with. Is it the proper way?
Not sure.
Not sure.
I've always joked that it might be a good diet for me because I can't pick up like as much food
That is true.
with it, and then I get annoyed. So then I just be like
Slows you down a
done
lot.
eating. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. What else do we need to talk about, Nick?
I think that's our show.
All right, very good. Well, thanks again to Millie and Julie for joining us on today's
Thank
show.
you.
It was nice to learn about Parallel Exit, and thanks to everyone else for joining us this morning on Washington Live. Make sure to like, follow, and share. And if you have any suggestions, make sure to put them in the chat below or email washialive@gmail.com. I'm your guest host, Diana Rich, and I hope you have a great Monday.